and the first treason trial in the Republic of Ghana under the Fourth Republic. Indeed, it's the very first time. If we go to the law report, it's the first treason trial since 1963, and therefore, no doubt, the occasion, the shame must not be lost on all. And for me, it has a lot of significance for the Constitution of Ghana. The Constitution is the fundamental law of the country. It's the one which has sustained the peace and stability of the nation. And that is why the Constitution frowns seriously upon any attempt to overthrow the Constitution and has actually categorized it as an offense punishable by death. So indeed, the proceedings, as we would notice, were quite irregular in the sense that it was a High Court composed of 3 justices, considered by 3 justices of the High Court, and that's in accordance with Article 19 of the Constitution. And it was a trial that was painstakingly conducted by the prosecution. The trial, if you remember, started actually on a Saturday. It was started on 24th April 2021, a Saturday. Because the seriousness of the occasion, the Chief Justice was compelled to put together a court on that day, and I came to open the trial. And so we must commend the High Court for painstakingly conducting this trial, and actually I appreciated the meticulous examination of the evidence. It was a judgment that lasted over 3 hours, and one that I think clearly will find its way into the records of law as far as Ghana is concerned. And again, I would reiterate that initially people thought that the whole thing was child's play. They were actually trying to mock the attempt. But you saw the evidence that was laid at the trial. Copious evidence showing systematic attempts by people to organize the overthrow of the government of Ghana. It started from not only meetings, but of course, a concerted effort to put together arms and ammunition. And they actually prepared arms and ammunition to that effect. It was a trial that we put on trial about 10 persons, 5 of them being military officers, a colonel even involved, and other military officers of various ranks, as well as a police officer, as well as one civilian who is part of the Ghana Armed Forces, works as a civilian employee in the Ghana Armed Forces. So really the effort was quite systematic, it was very deliberate. The prosecution was able to establish clearly all the concerted efforts of the various persons, 6 of them who were convicted. And I believe, of course, the first accused would also have been convicted, Dr. McParr, because he was actually the grand architect of the whole scheme. But for his untimely demise, clearly, I'm sure he would also have been convicted, and therefore 7 of them would have been convicted. But today, we have 6 out of the 9 people convicted. And for me, it sends a strong signal to the nation that any attempt at all to destabilize the nation, any attempt to organize the overthrow of the Constitution will not be countenanced and will be taken quite seriously. We saw how the persons involved in the scheme recruited various military officers and devised with them a means of ensuring that the president will be killed and that various other persons will also be killed, and even mapped out a clear strategy for doing that. And fortunately for the Republic, some of the military officers came out and reported to their superiors, and their superiors deliberately asked them to continue with the plan or with a view to unraveling the full scheme that they had put together. And we must thank God, and we must also pay compliments to the Defense Intelligence of the Ghana Armed Forces, because they actually monitored the people over a period of about 2 years and systematically gathered all the evidence, video recordings,